What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be talking about Green Lantern Emerald Knight. Green Lantern the Emerald Knight. So this is an animated movie. It's about this girl who is apparently is chosen by the Green Ring to be a Green Lantern, and she met with Hal, Kellowa, and Sinestro, and there was another character, female characters. But let's talk about it. This essentially they have to fight Corona, this planet that has, is creating a being of some sort. So let's talk about what I like about this movie. What I like about this movie is storytelling. This is such a great movie that tells stories about characters, about Kellowa, about Hal. We don't get to see Hal Jordan, but we see Sinestro, the other girl, and the first Green Lantern. This is it does a really good job of telling stories of certain individual of how they was chosen, what did they do to become the Green Lantern, or the essence of the Green Lantern, how to use the power of the Green Ring, the will of the green power. That is the biggest highlight, or the biggest pro of this movie. It's just the storytelling. You feel like you're watching an amazing story. This movie gives you multiple story in one movie, and I like that, and it does a really effective job of telling the stories, and I just can't emphasize enough that it feel like you are going on a journey with these characters. Even though those characters are small, even though the story itself is small, but you are going with a journey with those characters, of certain individuals character with their journey. So I like that. It's very effective. The writings are really good. It is, even though it's short, but it is so effective. You see, you understand what is the meaning to be the Green Lantern, what is to have willpower, what is to achieve what is to beat the odds. So I liked it here. It's just really good. It really talks about, like I said, what is to be Green Lantern, how to use the power, how to achieve or how to overcome odds, and how to be one with oneself. I like that a lot. This movie does a really good job. That's probably the best thing about this movie. It's just the storytelling. It's really good. It's just good. I think it's better. It's a really good storytelling, more so than any other movie that I've seen. It's just very. You see, just seamlessly. You do get a little break, between you go back into the real life with the real story, but then you get back into it. It feels like it's natural. It feels like it's a flashback, and you see it. I liked it a lot. I really enjoyed it a lot here, and that is the biggest thing about this movie. So let's talk about what I don't like about this movie. Is that I wish we got to see a little bit more of the young girl who she fight. I would like to see her trials of her story. They did fight her story, but I think she needed a little bit more training at the beginning to really build her confidence, to build her understanding how to use the power of the Green Ring, that sort of thing, to really build her willpower, understanding how to use constructs and stuff like that. Would have been, give her a little bit more solid, characters, how to use the power. So, but she's still a great character. You could tell, to me at least, that I can tell she's a novice, she's new, she's a pupil, she's a student, and she's green, some would say. Green as mean, she's green into the field of being a Green Lantern. So that, I wish that the villain or the threat would pose a more of a threat. It is a planetary threat, but I think it could be a little bit more smaller scale, maybe for all the Green Lantern to fight, to really test their will, to test their fighting skills. those sort of thing, it would be more interesting to see, because sometimes you have to fight without the ring, and you have to do that. The ring it doesn't have infinite power, it has limited powers. You have that sort of thing. You need to learn how to use the power. You need how to gauge that sort of thing. It would be interesting to see a little bit more nitty gritty detail about using any ring, really, the green power. That would have been interesting. They didn't do that here, so it kind of lost opportunity. What else? It's not much. It's just I don't think we saw it. The only other thing I didn't like was we didn't see how Jordan's how he became a Green Lantern. I don't know. Maybe that's just assumed that we know that he's how he became a Green Lantern. I might have to rewatch it again just to enjoy the storytelling, the movie itself. So what else I did not like? There's not much I don't like this movie. This movie is good. It's just good. The writing is good. The action is adequate enough, but the story is what matters. So what would the rating I give this movie, guys? I got to give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. It's really, really, really good. Story-wise, it's a good movie. You get multiple stories in one movie, and not a lot of movie does a really effective job of that, of telling the story of his characters in a short term that you feel like you know who they are, you understand the struggle, you know how they became the Green Lantern. So here is really, really, really good. If you want to study a good storytelling, you gotta watch this movie to really, understand how to write a good storytelling, how to tell a story. This is a really good example, and not a lot of movie could do that. It's come down to having good writing and a good storytelling, and to convey it to an audience. So 7 out of 10. The Green Lantern, the Emerald Knight. Again, Green Lantern, the Emerald Knight. Please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channels. I have a lot of content for you guys to check out. Please do so. Thank you so much, and take care, guys. Bye bye.